They won't remember the way you laughed. They won't remember the exact sound of your voice when you were excited, or the rhythm of your footsteps echoing in the hallway. Not even the people closest to you. Give it 10 years, 20, if you're lucky, and most traces of your presence will dissolve into vague recollections, fuzzy images that flicker and vanish. This is not a horror story. It's something much deeper. The fear of being forgotten isn't just about legacy, it's a psychological undercurrent most people feel but rarely name. It creeps in quietly when you're alone in bed at night, when a birthday goes unnoticed, when you realize that the photos you post or the stories you share might never outlive the moment. It's a fear older than time. Ancient civilizations built pyramids, carved statues, and painted cave walls not just to honor gods or record history, but to say, we were here. The human mind rebels against vanishing. We're wired not just to live, but to matter. In existential psychology, this is called mortality salience, the awareness that our time is limited. But being aware of death isn't the only weight we carry. Sometimes, the fear that haunts us even more is that after death, it will be as if we never existed at all. That the world will move on effortlessly, that will be edited out of memory like a forgotten sentence in a draft. And what makes this fear more intense is that it doesn't wait for death. It shows up while we're still alive. It's the sinking feeling when no one shows up to your event. When your ideas are ignored in meetings. When your name isn't mentioned. It's the quiet panic of being invisible. We live in a time of digital noise and endless sharing, yet people are lonelier than ever. Likes, comments, followers, they offer a temporary illusion of permanence. A photo posted today might disappear in 24 hours. Your digital footprint is a shadow on sand, not carved stone. We're surrounded by so much content that everything starts to blur. In that blur, we ask, will anyone really remember me? But the fear of being forgotten can also be a compass. It tells us what we value. Connection. Impact. Intimacy. We want to be seen, heard, felt. Not just in a viral moment, but in a quiet, human way. A child who remembers a bedtime story. A friend who can still hear your laugh. A stranger whose life shifted slightly because you existed. Existential psychologists argue that this fear isn't something to suppress, it's something to understand. It points to a core truth. You are here now. In this moment, breathing, thinking, feeling. You exist. You affect. And you can choose to matter not on billboards or monuments, but in the gentle wake you leave in someone's life. Every small act is a rebellion against forgetfulness. A letter sent. A gesture of kindness. A truth spoken. These things ripple outward. Maybe not forever. Maybe not even long. But they exist. The poet Rainer Maria Rilke once wrote, "Perhaps all the dragons in our lives are princesses who are only waiting to see us act beautifully." Maybe the fear of being forgotten isn't a monster to defeat. Maybe it's a muse. Maybe it's the reason we love, create, speak, write, cry, sing. Maybe it's what drives us to make moments matter. Because being remembered doesn't always mean being known by many. Sometimes, being remembered means that someone, just one person, saw you fully. And carried your name in their heart like a secret prayer. So here's the strange hope hidden in the fear. If you're afraid of being forgotten, it means you care. It means you're still here. It means you have time to live in a way that whispers, I was real. I was here. And I mattered.